passionate fans anywhere. From the Atlanta Braves home run king, my man Hank Aaron, to the human highlight film Hawks Dominique Wilkins, some of the greatest athletes have come through Atlanta. We're talking the Falcons, the Braves, the Hawks, the MLS champs, Atlanta United. This city has something for every kind of sports fan. So what do you think? Is Atlanta the best city in America? Connect with us. Use Facebook or Instagram and tell us why this city's got it going on. And then watch us every weekday morning from 5 to 7 on the Morning Rush on 11 Alive.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Babe, where are my keys?
Where's my lunch?
Where's my phone? Hey, where's my blue shirt?
Where's my pen? Have you seen it?
Everybody has learned how to drive, so I'm going to go ahead and retire.
It didn't last long. Crank up your morning rush with Crash Clark. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. on 11 Alive. Traffic brought to you by John Foy & Associates.
I woke up at 2 in the morning to be here. Where were you?
Once you allow it, right, then it sets you up for the entire week where you just have lost it.
Like on a Sunday, it's like, oh, let's just order some Chinese food, and of course you wind up eating tons of that. And then on Monday, you're like, well, I got leftovers, I can't let it go to waste.
Auntie wants to give you a plate to take home from the barbecue.
Auntie.
Auntie, don't invite me to the barbecue.
I'm going to be looking for you next time, so use the hashtag and let us know you're hanging out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
The 11 Alive app is your go-to source for all things Atlanta.
You hear what happened today? I'll tell you all about it.
Breaking news the moment it happens.
The boil water advisory.
Hyper-local, accurate weather alert.
You may want to grab that sweater, maybe even a coat.
More stories to uncover. More videos to discover.
He did it his way.
Personalized for you.
And that's what makes it so special.
The 11 Alive app. Available now in the App Store.
Hey, I got the ways to go. I got moves to make, homie, but I stay in the flow. See, I just do what I say I'm gonna do. No, my movement ain't fading. You can assume what the doing was great.
Oh, and so I was saying, there is always something filming here in Atlanta. From movies to TV shows, you name it. And so the A Scene keeps up with all of it for you. Casting calls, which big celebrities are in town, what's filming, and if it's in your neighborhood. It's like an inside scoop.
Oh, nice. But you know, I really wish you would have told us we were filming this today.
Ooh, did I not text you? All right. Ah, it's in my drafts. That's my bad.
So you slept in and you missed Morning Rush, huh? Well, here's what you missed. In my experience, good guys do finish last.
I consider myself a nice guy. I've got the most beautiful woman in the world in my eyes.
You're a nice guy too,
Yeah.
Jess.
I'm saying in my experience, when growing up, good guys didn't finish last.
Somebody broke his heart somewhere along the line.
We're here every weekday morning, so come on, hang out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
You didn't get my text? The whole crew got together for coffee this morning. I'm learning the taste of water, because I'm sugary. Yeah, right.
about that?
Well, reward would be
Slimming down. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a little water in my cup.
And beautiful skin. You know, even more beautiful skin, you know, when it's all hydrated and everything else. I'm not going to be able to sit next to you in a few months.
Don't drink your morning coffee alone. Have it with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
Some mornings, what you want isn't what you have time for. And that's why there's the Rush Blog, the biggest news of the day in 5 minutes or less. Quick and convenient for all those hectic mornings. Catch the Rush Blog on the Morning Rush.
Everybody has learned how to drive, so I'm going to go ahead and retire.
It didn't last long. Crank up your morning rush with Crash Clark. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. on 11 Alive. Traffic brought to you by John Foy & Associates.
Atlanta is filled with great photo spots. And of course, I would know because this is my hometown. I'm 11 Alive's Francesca Amaker, and I'm about to show you my picks for the 3 best Instagram spots in Atlanta. The Outcast mural is one of Atlanta's newest hotspots. Created by the artist Jex, people flock from all over the world just to get a shot of these 2 hip-hop legends. News of the mural went viral when Big Boy himself gave a shout out on Instagram. You can find it tucked away in a back parking lot in Little 5 Points. An Atlanta icon, ever-changing, always interesting. The Krog Street Tunnel is full of artwork from some pretty eclectic Atlanta artists.
Yeah, all we feel is good vibe with it. It's a good time. We don't worry about the hate. We just pass it to the side.
There's graffiti, community messages, concert announcements. You really never know what you're gonna get here, and that's what makes it so special. You can find it between Cabbagetown and Inman Park. If you've never checked it out, it's a must-see. There are hundreds of works of art along the Beltline. I'm talking murals, sculptures, photography. This beautiful mural was created by the artist Hence. It's 100 feet long, and even though it was created in 2014, it still remains very popular to musicians and photographers alike. You can find it on the East Side Trail under Virginia Avenue. So let me know what you think. It doesn't have to be street art. Maybe your favorite spot is down the street from your home or a great view. Connect with me on Facebook and Instagram and share your favorite Instagram spots in Atlanta. And come hang out with me on Morning Rush, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. on 11 Alive.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been?
It looks like fun.
They are fun.
And they're convenient.
But they're being dumped everywhere.
5,000 scooters at one time active throughout the city. I enjoy them myself. They're fun. There's got to be some regulations.
I just feel like we have to evolve with the times, though. They're not going anywhere. They shouldn't go anywhere. It's a new way of transporting.
Yeah.
We have to evolve.
I'm going to be looking for you next time, so use the hashtag and let us know you're hanging out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m.
You see them all day, every day. Headlines, stats, and numbers, but without context, they're just clickbait. So let's add some perspective. The 3 most interesting numbers of the day, what they mean, and why they're important. News and numbers on Up Late.
What's the best part about
your voice? It is never too loud or too much. Your voice has the power to tell it like it is.
Bringing us together to act.
Together, our voices grow. Together, we come alive, amplifying voices and breaking down barriers to change the story and shape the future. Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we are where Atlanta speaks.
Remember the old days, the old cliffhangers when we used to watch shows?
Hey,
and they
cliffhangers.
would, they would wait the next week. You were, oh, what's going to happen to the $6 million man? He was hanging with his one bionic arm.
Morning Rush, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. Only on 11 Alive.
Atlanta. Almost 6 million people call the Metro home. But what makes this place so great? I'm 11 Alive's Chesley McNeil. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Atlanta is the best city in America. Come on, man. It's the heart of the South. And it's one of the most diverse cities around. People from all walks of life have come here and made it home. From different backgrounds, languages, and religions. And who can forget about the food? They all make this a cultural melting pot, full of great people and Southern hospitality. Atlanta's rich history is unmatched, known as the cradle of the civil rights movement for good reason. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Andrew Young, John Lewis, they all fought in the struggle for equal rights right here. Businesses on Sweet Auburn Avenue, local black churches, and college students from Atlanta all helped shape the future of America. Once an Olympic city, Atlanta's home to the best sports scene across the nation. Hey look, the South has something to say. You won't find more passionate fans anywhere. From the Atlanta Braves home run king, my man Hank Aaron, to the human highlight film Hawks Dominique Wilkins, some of the greatest athletes have come through Atlanta. We're talking the Falcons, the Braves, the Hawks, the MLS champs, Atlanta United. This city has something for every kind of sports fan. So what do you think? Is Atlanta the best city in America? Connect.
Live from the 11 Alive studios, our special coronavirus coverage, Facts Not Fear, starts now. Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheba Russell, and welcome to Facts Not Fear at noon. Let's get straight to the big headlines on the coronavirus pandemic right now. Stay home or face a $1,000 fine, even possible jail time. The warning one Georgia county is issuing to enforce a stay-at-home order. Some good news, the new study shining a positive light on how Georgia's economy is better equipped than any other state to weather the coronavirus storm. Plus, an uncertain time for pregnant women, the best way to stay protected amid a global pandemic. But first, just into the newsroom, the latest coronavirus cases for Georgia. 3,817 confirmed cases now, nearly 800 more since 7 p.m. last night. 818 people are in the hospital and 108 people have died. We'll have much more on coronavirus ahead, but first, meteorologist Chesley McNeil making an appearance in the noon today. He is tracking severe weather moving through metro Atlanta and areas to our south.
Absolutely, Sheba. Yeah, some strong thunderstorms pushing through the area, packing some very gusty winds. You can see this line of showers and thunderstorms advancing over toward the east. Let's talk about the warnings that we have out there right now. Two areas, one here up to well, let's say east of McDonough area in the Henry County. Just lost that warning that was there, and then one a little bit further down to the south. Let's get them on the screen here, and you can see severe thunderstorm warning lasting until 12:30 for Butts County, Henry County, Jasper County, and Newton County, and then a little further down to the south. This one lasting until 12:30 as well for Harris, Meriwether, Talbot, Troup, and also Upson County. Those winds up to about 60 and 70 miles per hour as they continue to push through. We've been seeing some of the strongest winds. If you look at this little line here where you see these darker reds and then extending further down to the south, it's right along these lines here where we've been seeing those winds up to 60 and 70 miles per hour. Numerous reports of trees and power lines down, especially down to our south here, our southernmost counties there. We'll continue to watch the line as it continues to push through. Now, just outside of the warning box here, you can see over toward Gwinnett County, for example, Loganville, some very gusty winds there, maybe up to about 50 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour, right along that line as it continues to push over toward the east at about 60 miles per hour. This is moving at a pretty good clip and has been holding its strength. We've been watching these severe thunderstorm warnings back over to the west of us as they continue to push through. The other thing that could happen is also tornadoes. You notice this red shade area here that extends into Social Circle, Jackson, Eatonton, also into Peachtree City, and that will probably be dropped here within the next couple of minutes. So you'll be looking at the possibility for tornadoes. Now, this is a tornado watch, which will last until 4 p.m. That means we're watching for the potential for tornadoes to be spawned. There will be brief spin-ups. I think it's a little bit more likely a little further down to the south of us, as we'll have now an enhanced risk for severe weather over the southern portions of the state. That's this tan area right here. That's a level 3 out of a possible 5. Storm Prediction Center just out of Norman, Oklahoma, just issued that for our counties in the southern portions of our state. You can see the slight risk area extends into our southernmost counties, and then you have the marginal risk. Atlanta, not really in it right now, where we already had some of those pretty gusty winds moving through the forecast area. Be on the lookout. If you live east of the city of Atlanta, we'll be seeing those winds begin to pick up on you again. Could be up to 60 miles per hour. That could do damage to your roof, the siding on your house, also knock over some trees and onto power lines. So be on the lookout. We'll update you here, and of course, 11alive.com. Sheba, back to you.
All right, be on the lookout and be safe. This is new at noon. Atlanta's mayor announcing a hazard pay policy for the city's frontline staff. We're talking an additional $500 per month for nearly 5,400 eligible employees. The policy applies to people in sworn public safety positions and civilians working in several departments, including aviation, transportation, parks and rec, and many more. It goes into effect immediately. One county is taking drastic measures to make sure its stay-at-home orders are followed. Violators in Gwinnett County could face a hefty fine, even jail time. Christy Diaz has more.
Gwinnett County is not playing around. The Solicitor General says anyone who violates this stay-at-home order could face 60 days in jail or a $1,000 fine. They're taking these strict measures because Gwinnett County is a hotspot in Georgia, ranking in the top 5 of counties with the most cases. The stay-in-place order went into effect over the weekend and covers all 16 cities in Gwinnett County.
We have worked together to slow the spread of the virus.
Now, I asked the county how they plan to enforce this. They said law enforcement is not the lead here. Code enforcement is. They'll be making sure non-essential businesses are complying and helping essential businesses with their social distancing. Police will mostly be patrolling the public spaces the county has already closed, things like making sure people don't play on a roped-off playground. Gwinnett County PD says their biggest focus is on educating the public and giving them the opportunity to comply. They'll handle other complaints as they come in. Now, you're still allowed to go out for essential reasons. Think food, safety, medical, even working for an essential business. You're even allowed to go out and walk on a trail as long as you practice social distancing. But if you're out there for any other reason, you could face a misdemeanor charge.
All right, Christy, thank you. It could be weeks now before COVID-19 peaks in Georgia, and when it does, the state may be reporting dozens of deaths in a single day. That's according to Dr. Carlos Del Rio, an infectious disease expert with Emory University. He's basing his analysis on models by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. That's an organization founded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It shows April 23rd as the worst day in Georgia, when about 84 people could die in a day. This all sounds scary, I know, but Dr. Del Rio says there's hope.
If we're able to hunker down on April and meanwhile increase testing significantly, but really increase testing throughout the country, continue the clinical trials and make sure our hospitals have the supplies they need, I really think by early May, we will be fine.
You just saw April 22nd on your screen. That's the week that they're looking at, what these models are looking at for the peak. So the doctor also says there are limitations to the model, and it's constantly being tweaked and improved by new data. Despite the U.S. stock market losing more than 20% of its value, and many state employers feeling the harsh financial effects of social distancing, a new study out today suggests Georgia's economy is better equipped than any other state to weather the storm. The Wallet Hub study names the Peach State's economy as the single least exposed to the downturn of any state in the country. The analysis used two main rankings: the state's share of restaurant and retail industries and its resources for businesses to cope better with the crisis. Georgia is especially well positioned as one of the states best prepared for a digital economy. That's according to this new study. Despite that vote of confidence for our state, we know you still have many questions when it comes to your money. Coming up, we're taking those questions to financial expert Andrew Poulos. Text us at the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. And remember, text, don't call, and please include your name. Well, we recently shared that one of our 11 Alive team members tested positive for the coronavirus. Reveal investigator Andy Parati sharing his 10-day battle as he endured waves of high fevers, migraines, and anxiety. His hope that his story will help people realize just how hard this virus can impact anyone, even if they're young and healthy.
I woke up with a really high fever, severe migraines, and really bad body aches. There was no shortness of breath, but I could tell that this felt different. So I called my doctor's office, I described my symptoms, they gave me a test for COVID-19, and then I waited. Okay, it's day 3 since I took the test. Still no results, still feeling crummy, 103 fever. I had a really bad night's sleep last night as my anxiety is through the roof. I just got off the phone with my doctor and she said I tested positive for COVID-19. Her only suggestion was take Tylenol, drink lots of fluids, and if my condition worsens, to call the hospital. Once this virus got a hold of me, it felt like it didn't want to let go. I do not know how I got this. Please take this virus seriously. Stay home and please help stop the spread.
You can read more on Andy's recovery at 11alive.com. It is right there on the homepage. New help available this afternoon for the food insecure. The pop-up pantry opened in Sandy Springs just about an hour ago at 11 a.m. It's happening at Under the Cork Tree restaurant on Roswell Road in the Pardo complex. They have great food over there. Volunteers are hoping to open every morning depending on donations. Well, 9 or 10 months of waiting for your little one is usually time for excitement. But as Liza Lucas explains, expectant moms are now facing new worries amid this pandemic.
Last week, we told you about new guidelines from the CDC that could mean a pregnant woman who becomes infected or exposed to the coronavirus could be separated from her newborn for up to a week or more. You've got questions and I've got questions. So Dr. Sujatha Reddy walks us through what we know.
Counting down to baby's arrival now comes with a whole new set of questions, like how do I protect myself from COVID-19?
Pregnant women, because we know their immune system is slightly suppressed, should take the exact same precautions everyone else is. Right now, that social distancing, that stay at home is going to be the most important thing for pregnant women to do. Also, the frequent hand washing, don't touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. That's all going to be key. Wipe down for the surfaces that are frequently touched. All those same precautions is what they need to do.
Many wondering, will I have to change my birth plan?
Yes, unfortunately, I think some birth plans are going to have to be changed in this new temporary normal that we're living in because of COVID-19. Hospitals are restricting visitors. And, you know, I checked for Northside, which is where I work. And right now for labor and delivery, Northside is saying a mom can pick one person to stay with her. So a person may have hoped to have their mother or mother-in-law and their spouse in the room, and that's just not going to happen right now. Definitely things are going to change, but I don't think it's going to impact having a healthy delivery.
But will the hospital have enough supplies?
People are worried about, are they going to have enough equipment to deliver their baby? And I really feel the answer is yes. Labor and delivery is usually a very protected space in the hospital, and I really think the hospitals are going to make sure they can take care of our most valuable commodity, which is moms and babies.
Dr. Reddy tells me there is still conflicting information about whether a mom can pass COVID-19 down to her newborn. That information and research is changing by the day. And as for concerns about those new CDC guidelines, Dr. Reddy tells me that every hospital is going to react to those guidelines differently. And she says that any need to separate a mom from her new baby would only be in the newborn's best interest.
It's a tough one. Liza, thank you. Coming up, financial expert Andrew Poulos is answering your money questions amid coronavirus. Let us know if you have one. Text us at 404-885-7600. And remember, text, don't call. We'll be back.
All right. Ah, it's in my drafts. That's my bad.
So you slept in and you missed Morning Rush, huh? Well, here's what you missed. In my experience, good guys do finish last.
I consider myself a nice guy. I've got the most beautiful woman in the world in my eyes.
You're a nice guy too,
Yeah.
I'm saying in my experience, when growing up, good guys didn't finish.
Somebody broke his heart somewhere along the line.
We're here every weekday morning, so come on, hang out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
You didn't get my text? The whole crew got together for coffee this morning. I'm learning the taste of water because I'm sugary.
Yeah,
right.
About that.
Well, reward would be
slimming down. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
a little water in my cup.
And beautiful skin. You know, even more beautiful skin, you know, when it's all hydrated and everything else. I'm not going to be able to sit next to you in a few months.
Don't drink your morning coffee alone. Have it with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
Some mornings, what you want isn't what you have time for. And that's why there's the Rush Blog, the biggest news of the day in 5 minutes or less. Quick and convenient for all those hectic mornings. Catch the Rush Blog on the Morning Rush.
Everybody has learned how to drive, so I'm going to go ahead and retire.
It didn't last long. Crank up your morning rush with Crash Clark. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. on 11 Alive. Traffic brought to you by John Foy and Associates.
Atlanta is filled with great photo spots. And of course, I would know because this is my hometown. I'm 11 Alive's Francesca Amaker, and I'm about to show you my picks for the 3 best Instagram spots in Atlanta. The Outcast mural is one of Atlanta's newest hotspots. Created by the artist Jex, people flock from all over the world just to get a shot of these 2 hip-hop legends.
Welcome back. Let's take another look at the latest number of coronavirus cases from Georgia's Department of Public Health. These posted just about a half hour ago. 3,817 confirmed cases, 818 people hospitalized so far, and 108 deaths. We know there's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to the stimulus package, which was just signed by the president last Friday, your money and the economy as a whole, and we're committed to getting you answers. Financial expert Andrew Poulos is here to give some insight. Text your questions to 404-885-7600. Please remember to include your name. If we can't get to your questions in this half hour, we will get to them over the next few days. So be sure to watch 11 Alive. All right. Good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Hey, good to be back.
You really know your stuff. So I'm asking everyone to really stay tuned to what Andrew is saying right now. Steve wants to know, if you did not file taxes in the last 2 years, are you still eligible for this check?
Yes and no. Yes, obviously you are, but you have to file the tax return. So the way they've designed the stimulus bill is they're going to base it off of 19 if 19's return has been filed. If not, they'll base it off 18, which means if neither return has been filed, you got to file something in order to be able to get that money.
Okay, so file something, and if you did 2018, 2019, you're set.
Correct.
So the question for Steve is, did you do 2018? All right, that's for you, Steve. Melissa texted us, I'm married and we make about $161,000. We have a child at home, 1 in college. How much money from the stimulus will we get?
Great question. So the phase out begins for a married couple at $150,000. The stimulus is $1,200 per spouse. So if you have a joint couple, it's going to be $1,200 and $1,200. The key is with children. It's not whether they're living at home or not necessarily, it's that they have to be 16 or under an age. So the child that's in college that may be a dependent on a tax return is not going to qualify you for that extra $500 per child. If one of the children living at home is 16 or under, then there'll be that additional $500. Of course, keep in mind, this is all going to start phasing out over the $150,000 limit, so it's not going to be the equivalent of exactly $1,200, $1,200, and $500.
Okay, that was fast math. We have a stimulus calculator on 11alive.com as well for everybody, and I posted it on my Twitter account today. All right, Andrew, this one is from GM. He says, I am unemployed and filed my claim with the Department of Labor. However, they have no confirmation on an additional $600 that everyone is speaking about in the news. Has that been approved?
Listen, the way it's working is a $600 is actually coming from the U.S. DOL, the U.S. Department of Labor. So that's part of the stimulus plan for the expanded unemployment. That has not kicked in just yet. We've talked to the Department of Labor. They're working on that. They're waiting. Obviously, there's 2 government agencies that have to go work in conjunction to make that happen. It's forthcoming, but they have not given us a date yet. So just be patient. They're working very hard, obviously, trying to make things happen for everyone. But just like anyone else, we're all overloaded right now, trying to help everyone. So, but you will be getting that additional money coming soon.
Okay. Kelly shared, is the stimulus check based on adjusted gross income?
Yes, it is. So let's make sure that we all understand. I've heard questions coming to me as far as I've made or I earned this much. It's not based on earnings or what your W-2 is. It's based on adjusted gross income on that 18 or the 19 tax return.
Okay. All right. And Linda wants to know, if I'm under a 30-day stay-in-place order, how do I pay my electric and water bill if I'm not able to work? This is the reality facing a lot of people.
Yes, great question. We are obviously all in the same boat. I would highly encourage that you reach out to the utility companies and work with them. They understand the situation as well, so I'm sure they're more than willing to work. Perhaps they might put the account on hold for 30 days or 45 days. Maybe they'll have you pay a smaller prorated amount and then add in the difference to your billing down the road. But the last thing you want to do is do nothing. So I would highly encourage anyone who's in a situation to call the utility companies, explain to them what's going on, and maybe when you do start getting the stimulus money, that you're able to pay something so they can work with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't stay mum. Another person wrote in, if we we have had a child since filing our 2018 tax return, how will we get the stimulus package or money for that child?
Great question. Obviously, if the child was not on the 2018 tax return, the government's not going to know about it. Best suggestion I've got for you right now is if you have all your financial information together for 2019, go ahead and hurry up and file the 2019 tax return. Therefore, you can get that child added to the return so it can be based on the most current information.
And Matthew wants to know, how can small businesses stay informed as to what financial resources are available to help get them through the next few months? Yeah, there's a lot out there to keep track of.
There is. And Matthew poses a great question. So there's great resources on U.S. Chamber of Commerce website, Department of Labor, USDOL, and of course, small businesses typically work with accountants, or they should at least. So reach out to us if you've got questions. If you're a small business owner, don't know how to navigate the process and you need help with applying for the grant money, the Paycheck Protection Program, or anything else, we're here to help.
And Jackie texted, should we move our 401k elections into bonds or take it out altogether?
Listen, this is a case-by-case question scenario, and Jackie poses a great question. My advice is look at your finances. If you're really, really struggling to make ends meet right now, it does you no good to put money from your paycheck or any income into a 401k that you can't touch when you really need it. So you have to look at your situation and figure out, are you capable of putting into a retirement account without needing to tap into it a month from now, or should you stop contributing to the 401k short term just to get you through the situation?
All right. Don't go anywhere, Andrew. We'll go back to Andrew in just a few moments to answer more of your financial questions, so keep sending them in by texting us at 404-885-7600. Remember, text, don't call. Please include your name. We'll be back.
Videos to discover.
He did it his way.
Personalized for you.
And that's what makes it so special.
The 11 Alive app. Available now in the App Store.
Hey, I got the ways to go. I got moves to make, homie, but I stay in the flow. So y'all just do what I say I'ma do. No, my movement ain't faded. You could assume it.
Oh, and so I was saying, there is always something filming here in Atlanta. From movies to TV shows, you name it. And so the A Scene keeps up with all of it for you. Casting calls, which big celebrities are in town, what's filming, and if it's in your neighborhood. It's like an inside scoop.
Oh, nice. But you know, I really wish you would have told us we were filming this today.
Ooh, did I not text you? All right. It's in my drafts. That's my bad.
So you slept in and you missed Morning Rush, huh? Well, here's what you missed. In my experience, good guys do finish last.
I consider myself a nice guy. I've got the most beautiful woman in the world in my eyes.
You're a nice guy too,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm saying in my experience, when growing up, good guys didn't.
And we're back at noon with financial expert Andrew Poulos. All right, we got many more questions for you, Andrew. Another viewer wants to know, what happens to my stimulus payment if the checking account I used on my 2018 tax return is no longer active? Will there be a delay in getting a paper check?
Boy, this is a hot question I've received so many times. So possibly, but here's what we know now as of the other day. The IRS is working on a web-based portal that will allow folks to go in, create an account, and update their checking account if something's changed from the 18 return. In the meantime, if you haven't filed 19 and you are able to file it, go ahead and file, and if it's going to benefit you to file 19 right now, and include that up-to-date information.
Okay, Toya texted in, will student loan offsets come out of stimulus funds?
No. So we do know that they're not going to do any offsets for student loans. They've actually have suspended those for the time being. So folks who are owe student loan payments don't have to make payments, I believe, for the next 60 days. And then furthermore, they won't do any offsets also if you owe taxes to the IRS. So this is all about getting money into people's pockets, not about putting them in difficult situations.
Gotcha, keeping everything separate.
Yep.
All right, Ron wants to know, how does the UI partial claim filed by my employer work?
The employers are required to file on behalf of their employees. So the Department of Labor is trying to keep things efficient, running smooth, and they've asked all employers to file on behalf of their employees. You got to get a little bit of time. They're working around the clock to make it work, but we're starting to see unemployment claims being paid. If for some reason you get any sort of rejection notice, denial notice in the mail, listen, reach out to your employer so they can reach out to the Department of Labor. That way they can work out whatever the issue is and get it rectified so they can get your benefits paid.
All right, this next question I know you've answered in some way, shape or form here. Taylor asks, if I recently moved from a different state, how does the government know where to send my check? Is this filing your recent taxes?
Yes, or what they'll do is if they don't have a current address, they will mail a notice saying, hey, we don't have current information. We've been told the IRS is going to be mailing notices weeks after they start issuing the stimulus payment. So in some shape or fashion, you'll be able to rectify the situation. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So again, going back to 19, if 19 hasn't been filed and you can still qualify using your 19 return, then it may be in your best interest to go ahead and work on that.
This question is from Linda. Can I collect unemployment as an LLC sole business owner?
Great question that Linda poses, and we have many of those out there. If you're operating as an LLC sole owner and you're not treating your LLC as a corporation and paying yourself a paycheck, under regular state guidelines, there is no unemployment to collect, but you will be able to collect under the federal expanded guidelines that the stimulus bill has provided.
And last question for you, Andrew. Donna wants to know, I am a landlord with multiple properties and my tenants cannot pay me. Do I qualify for unemployment? Huh.
Unfortunately, no, because she's never paid unemployment benefits in. She's not receiving a paycheck. So rental properties are considered a passive investment versus running a operating business. So she's not going to be able to qualify for that. But what she may qualify for that she should look into is some of the loans that the government's given through the SBA. I know, debt is not something that we all want to look into, but sometimes it beats the alternative of having no money coming in and your tenants aren't able to pay you right now.
And the interest rate is low.
Yes, 3.75%.
Okay, all right. Financial expert Andrew Poulos, we always appreciate your insight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Have a great day. We'll be back.
I'm active throughout the city. I enjoy them myself. They're fun. There's got to be some regulations.
I just feel like we have to evolve with the times, though. They're not going anywhere. They shouldn't go anywhere. It's a new way of transporting. We have to evolve.
I'm going to be looking for you next time, so use the hashtag and let us know you're hanging out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m.
You see them all day, every day. Headlines, stats, and numbers, but without context, they're just clickbait. So let's add some perspective. The 3 most interesting numbers of the day, what they mean, and why they're important. News and numbers on Up Late.
What's the best part about
Your voice, it is never too loud or too much. Your voice has the power to tell it like it is.
Bringing us together to act.
Together our voices grow. Together we come alive, amplifying voices and breaking down barriers to change the story and shape the future. Together we are unstoppable. Together we are where Atlanta speaks.
Remember the old days, the old cliffhangers when we used to watch shows?
And cliffhangers.
They would wait the next week. You're, what's going to happen to the $6 million man? He was hanging with his one bionic arm.
Morning Rush, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. only on 11 Alive.
Atlanta. Almost 6 million people call the Metro home. But what makes this place so great? I'm 11 Alive's Chesley McNeil. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Atlanta is the best city in America. Come on, man. It's the heart of the South. And it's one of the most diverse cities around. People from all walks of life have come here and made it home. From different backgrounds, languages, and religions. And who can forget about the food? They all make this a cultural melting pot, full of great people and Southern hospitality. Atlanta's rich history is unmatched, known as the cradle of the civil rights movement for good reason. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Andrew Young, John Lewis, they all fought in the struggle for equal rights right here. Businesses on Sweet Auburn Avenue, local black churches, and college students from Atlanta all helped shape the future of America. Once an Olympic city, Atlanta's home to the best sports scene across the nation. Hey look, the South has something to say. You won't find more passionate fans anywhere. From the Atlanta Braves home run king, my man Hank Aaron, to the human highlight film Hawks Dominique Wilkins, some of the greatest athletes have come through Atlanta. We're talking the Falcons, the Braves, the Hawks, the
Just a reminder before we go, for the latest on the coronavirus, be sure to download the 11 Alive News app. You'll find tools like a step-by-step guide to submit an unemployment claim. A lot of resources for you right there on the 11 Alive app and on 11alive.com. Thank you so much for watching Facts Not Fear at noon. I'm Sheba Russell. Stay safe.
Extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Babe, where are my keys?
Where's my lunch?
Where's my phone? Hey, where's my blue shirt?
Where's my pen? Have you seen it?
Everybody has learned how to drive, so I'm going to go ahead and retire.
It didn't last long. Crank up your morning rush with Crash Clark. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. on 11 Alive. Traffic brought to you by John Foy & Associates.
I woke up at 2 in the morning to be here. Where were you?
Once you allow it, right, then it sets you up for the entire week where you just have lost it.
Like on a Sunday, it's like, oh, let's just order some Chinese food, and of course you wind up eating tons of that. And then on Monday, you're like, well, I got leftovers, I can't let it go to waste.
Auntie wants to give you a plate to take home from the barbecue.
Auntie.
No.
Auntie, don't invite me to the barbecue.
I'm going to be looking for you next time, so use the hashtag and let us know you're hanging out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
The 11 Alive app is your go-to source for all things Atlanta.
You hear what happened today? I'll tell you all about it.
Breaking news the moment it happens.
The boil water advisory.
Hyper-local, accurate weather alerts.
You may want to grab that sweater, maybe even a coat.
More stories to uncover. More videos to discover.
He did it his way.
Personalized for you.
And that's what makes it so special.
The 11 Alive app. Available now in the App Store.
Hey, I got the ways to go. I got moves to make, homie, but I stay in the flow. See, I just do what I say I'm gonna do. No, my movement ain't faded. You could assume what you're doing was great.
Oh, and so I was saying, there is always something filming here in Atlanta. From movies to TV shows, you name it. And so the A scene keeps up with all of it for you. Casting calls, which big celebrities are in town, what's filming, and if it's in your neighborhood. It's like an inside scoop.
Oh, nice. But you know, I really wish you would have told us we were filming this today.
Ooh, did I not text you? All right. Ah, it's in my drafts. That's my bad.
So you slept in and you missed Morning Rush, huh? Well, here's what you missed. In my experience, good guys do finish last.
I consider myself a nice guy. I've got the most beautiful woman in the world in my eyes.
You're a nice guy too,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm saying in my experience, when growing up, good guys didn't finish last.
Somebody broke his heart somewhere along the line.
We're here every weekday morning, so come on, hang out with us. Morning Rush, weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m., only on 11 Alive.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
You didn't get my text? The whole crew got together for coffee this morning. I'm learning the taste of water, because I'm sugary.
Yeah,
right.
about that?
Well, reward would be
Slimming down. Okay.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a little